Hello, welcome back to Auction Spy. This is a channel where we search for properties that are going to auction in the coming days. We appraise them and appraise them for different strategies to see which one's best suited to the property. And then we look back at when the property is sold to see what kind of strategy that the eventual purchaser would be applying to the property. If we get to meet them, we can ask them ourselves, but if not, we can use the sale price or their purchase price to try and guess what strategy they'll be applying. Now, the key thing here is to learn how to appraise a property, how to look at a site, how to look at an opportunity and come up with the best strategy for it. And we have Valor, which is a tool that we use for this, and that's going to assist us at looking at different strategies for the property. Now today we're going to look at this property that's on Arbutus Drive in Bristol. It's a semi-detached. What's attractive about it is this diagram. Of course, it's not going to look exactly like that. This is a CGI. But when I saw this property, I saw the space to the side and I thought a house could go on there. And lo and behold, some of the pictures they're showing suggest that that's the case. Now, one thing to remember is that there is no planning permission granted on here. They've just done a CGI to give you an idea as to what you might be able to do in that space. There's no guarantee you'd get planning permission to do it, but before you go ahead, things to check would be A, the legal pack, make sure there are no restrictions or restrictive covenants. B, speak to a planning consultant in the area to see if this sort of development would be allowed and the likelihood of that development going ahead, and have a plan B. So what else could you do with a property if you purchased it at £425,000, can't get planning, and you have to deal with the property in its current state or with some improvement, which will cost you additional money. So you're looking at least £500,000 to exit if you're not able to get planning. But without further ado, let's see what the numbers give us. So first things first, look at some legal documents. Let's see. Okay, do we have anything? Oh, it says planning granted. Okay. The literature of the page tells us anything about permission. Okay, it doesn't say on here that the permission has been granted, but let's see what this is saying. We want the decision. Okay. Erection of an attached dwelling and erection of a single story rear extension. Okay, so there's a lesson in this, which is that just because the text is in there doesn't mean that it isn't. You can still look at it for the opportunity. And now, having logged in, we can see that planning permission has been granted. Granted subject to conditions, which is fine. Attached dwelling. Okay. How many bedrooms? So this was granted in 2019. That's important as well, because if the planning has lapsed, then you have to apply again. Okay, I can't see what was granted. Where are the any sale? There would normally be sale. Total floor space 30. Okay, so it doesn't show us the amount. Okay, but to get to the amount, you go to the council's website, and under they'll tell you how much SIL is. So SIL is Community Infrastructure Levy. Okay. Proposed plans. See what they're getting. So kitchen, lounge on the ground floor, which is fine. And first floor, so it's a bedroom 2, bedroom 2, bedroom 1, bedroom 1. Oh, okay, so this is the new build. So it's a 2-bed house. Yeah, so this, along this line, you've got 2-bed house. You've got PV panels. Those are solar panels. That'd be interesting. Lounge, kitchen. Okay, so you've eventually got 1 2-bed house and 1 3-bed house. And the 2-bed house is a new build. And the other one would need some updating. Okay. Where's the contract? Where's the contract? Come on, come on, come on, come on. It's a common auction. This would be an online bidding as well. Okay. The standard thing. So as always, get your solicitor to review all of these things. We're not going to go through it now, and I can't see anything jumping out at me. So we've got property with planning permission. So that's 2 dwellings. Let's get Valap to do the business. Okay, so the postcode is BS9 2PH. Start BS9 2PH. Arbutus 3. Okay. 425. That's a price. Property type is a house. Status is auction. Now we can submit for appraisal. Yeah, the address is correct. This one will be new build / conversion / update. Let's do new build on this one. 2 dwellings. Site area, just put anything on this one. It's quite important actually, isn't it? Okay, let's come review 2 units. Let's go. So that button I clicked was just to auto generate a scheme for me. You don't have to do that. You can go straight, just complete the duration time, and then move to the scheme. But here we've got terrace house, number of bedrooms. So this is a new one. We have I wonder if we have the measurements on the proposed plans. Ground floor 43, so 79. We call that 80. Can just leave it as is on this. Actually, might be we can. So I'm looking here for the floor size. So we've got 79. So in Valap, I will put 80. Where's my Valap page? Okay, so that's 81. That's the build cost. Let's try and work out how much property go for in that area for a house. Okay, that looks a bit interesting. The sold price. For sale price 322. So the range we're playing with is between 210 and 322. I think that's a huge range, sale prices. So this is something to think about, and the time range is between the 4th of January 2019 and 21st of February 2020. That's for the sale price. For the sold price is from the 3rd of Jan to 17th of February. Okay, so for sold prices we've got 210. For sale prices we've got 322. slightly. I'll just make this. I'll make this 250. Okay, just negative. This other one would be 1 unit, and we'll have 3 bedrooms. And I was saying the size. Again, let's see if we can get the size from the EPC. Let us see if we can get the information from the EPC. Yeah, there you go, EPC. And 99. Okay, so 99 square meters. So the unit size here is 99. The build cost would be different because this is a conversion, so we'll put this one at 800. Usually just for my figures, I do half the price of new build. This one, 79,000. I think it might be a lot. Do we have any internal pictures? Let's see. We don't really have any internal pictures. They focus more on the development angle. So carry on. Assume, let's say 700 on this. The 70 grand makes sense. Let's get build sizes. Okay, so this is based off of the sale price per square foot. So it's about 400k is the average sale price, and sold prices average to 60,000. Okay, I'm minded to add 50k on that because this is going to be well done up, and that gives us 310. If we change this to 310, so we're at 115. Okay, so this is not ideal. We're way behind the guide price. Not sure this would get us what we want, but again, you probably want to start playing with the numbers, which is a temptation you should avoid. There's going to be a sale. We haven't factored in any sale. Sale prices, the disposal costs, we've factored all of that in here. We're working on the developer's profit of 168,000. Now, if we decided to go for the top prices, which you can't be sure, you can't be certain that you'll be able to achieve those prices, and that is the danger. For instance, 488,000, $500,000 for mid-terrace in that area just would not work, would not fly. So I'm minded to leave it as is, and this one is not a deal. Be interesting to see if it sells in auction. Trying to work out in my mind how this could potentially work. You might find someone who can build it for a lot less than this, maybe somewhere around 80,000. There are people who can build it for that amount if they're building themselves or they have a builder's team. But we are developers, and it's our job to put the team together, and there will be some additional fee to pay or additional premium to pay for not doing it ourselves. So in my opinion, this is not a deal. Doesn't matter how we turn it, even if we reduce this cost to 1,000, making the build 80,000, still doesn't go anywhere near. If we reduce this, our developer's profit to 20%, still very far off. So you're then toying with the sale price, and if your sale price is much higher, then you're even struggling. So even at this price, our GDV is 560, the guide price is 425, so it doesn't work. So unfortunately, we do not have one that works, but you can see how you can put the numbers together, get the build sizes from different areas, and not everything in auction works. In fact, 90% of what's in auction or 95% of what's in auction doesn't work. Is there anything else we could do? For me, this one's a development. I can't see it working as a buy-to-let, for instance, refinancing it. because we're not really purchasing it at the right price. So we end it here, and see you next time.